What's up, Resident Evil fans? I don't know about you, but I have been really excited about Resident Evil Village going into playing this demo for the PlayStation 5. And if you don't have a PS5, I am so sorry. I feel bad for you because it has been a bit of an experience. And even though it is extremely short, to the point, and there's not a whole lot of gameplay, the atmosphere that is established with the Maiden demo is fantastic. And I want to talk about it right now. Now, since this is a very quick, just really tech demo of the RE engine on the PlayStation 5, there is not much to say about actual gameplay. However, the big establishing point, I think, for this little demo is the fact that it establishes the atmosphere of what I think we can expect in Resident Evil Village extremely well. And it is very quick, very to the point, but it definitely gives you the vibe of what I think they're going for the full game. So right off the bat, you wake up in a dark and eerie dungeon with lots of freaky noises, and it looks just as if there is no hope in that dungeon at all, which for most people, I don't think there is. So you get up, you wake up from a slumber, and you read a note, and it talks about going to the floor and looking for a hole to escape out of the dungeon. So you crouch down, you go through the hole, and you are in another room, to which you can open up the door and start exploring the dungeon. And it is not much to explore. There is only a few rooms, but the rooms that you go into are very terrifying and produce a feeling which I can only describe as anxiety in myself, as if something was going to pop out and scare me at any moment. You look up and there's bodies hanging from the ceiling in sackcloths, and it is really, really freaky. You go into the next room over and you see that there is a woman impaled by a pair of bolt cutters. And then you can go to the next point where you cut open a few other rooms. You can see a body that's dangling. I was half expecting it to jump out at me or do something really freaky, but it just looks really gross. So in this dungeon part, the biggest thing is that it just makes you feel uncomfortable. So the other very memorable part of this demo is the fact that you walk through a wine cellar at one point, and you go past one of the barrels and a little hand is sticking out, and it twitches when you go by as if there's a dead body in there where rigor mortis is setting in, and it's starting to twitch, and it is really just disturbing. It's creepy. And the fact is that you see the notes and you find notes around, and you know that these people are harvesting humans as little blood banks in the basement, and that looks creepy. And it's just everything in this game, it looks creepy, but it also looks beautiful because it's in native 4K and the graphics are phenomenal. They're so close to photorealistic with the environments. It's pretty insane how good it looks, especially when you get into that mansion. The dungeon, it's a little bit dark. It looks a little, you suspend disbelief a little bit, but once it gets into the actual mansion, it looks fantastic. It looks phenomenal, and it plays phenomenally as far as, the frame rate goes. So sure enough, you can poke around and explore. However, most of the doors are locked, so you're mainly just looking around at the environments, taking in all the scenery of what you can see of the mansion, and you eventually stumble downstairs to a front-looking door area, and it's like a dining room table though. And you can look around the table and there's not much there, but you see a cup that you can pick up, and you pick up the cup and you inspect it and you look at the bottom and there's a ring in there. So you backtrack and you go upstairs, but as you come out of that room right there, you notice that there is a very creepy, freaky looking woman dressed in black walking up the stairs, and you can follow close behind her. However, there is this feeling that she could turn around and really mess you up very fast. However, she disintegrates into these weird bat looking things, the whole vampire aesthetic, and then you can go and unlock the door. Once again, you get into a room with not much going on for it, but you can search around for, whatever's in there and open a couple cupboards, and you see, once again, just an occasional skull, grotesque little thing right here, and then you find a key, and you can go and try to make your escape. And as you're trying to traverse down the stairs back to that front dining room area where the door is, you hear something.
I'm watching you.
And as you hear that, and the hairs on the back of your neck kind of stand up with percolation, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die, and you start brisk walking a little faster to that door to try to get out of this place. The lady, the bat lady, black in black, kind of spawns down in front of the door, coming together with all the bats, and she's like, I'm hungry for dinner! Something silly like that. And then she's walking towards you, and you try to dodge her, but she's gonna bite your neck anyway. She goes in for the bite, she bites your neck, then you can brisk walk away, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to get out this door, I need to get out of this place now, I'm gonna die. And then you go to unlock the door, and who is waiting for you on the other side? None other but the tall, sexy vampire lady herself. Yeah, it is kind of weird how everyone is so obsessed with this vampire lady. It's like, she's kind of, honestly, they're all kind of gross. I mean, I guess if you're into like tall, classic vampire women, I guess that's your thing. But she is pretty big, and she's definitely looking like she's going to be a, Mr. X or Nemesis type character, where she's going to chase you around and you're really going to have no defense against her. And I am very eager to see where they go with this. Altogether, it is a very interesting little, I don't even want to call it a demo. It's more of just like a tech presentation for the RE engine on the PlayStation 5. And though I am excited, though I was excited to play it, and it was a fun experience, it definitely was not something that I would write home about or say that you have to play it. It's just cool, okay? That's the thing. The puzzles are not complicated. I wouldn't even really call them puzzles. It's more like get this item, press this button, and then you're pretty much done. And like I said, if you know exactly what you're doing or knew from beginning to end, you could literally go through it in probably 10 minutes or maybe even less than that. It's very short, it's very quick, but it sets up the atmosphere and it shows you how polished these graphics are going to be. They're looking real good, and the environments and just the atmosphere is top notch. It is going to be a freaky game, and I guarantee my wife is going to hear me scream like a little girl multiple times while playing. Now, what I really hope to see them do is that in the next month or two, I hope they release, for one, I've been hoping that they have a VR version for this game, because I like the PlayStation VR, and I would really like to maybe buy the PS4 version and have that free upgrade to PS5 so I can enjoy the pretty graphics when I'm playing flat screen, but when I want to have something a little more immersive, a little more intense, go in for the VR on the PS4. Optimally, what I think would work the best is if games started just adding a native PSVR mode to the PS5 versions of the game. So, maybe you can render it at a higher resolution and downscale it. You'd still have the screen door effect from the VR headset, but at least you would have more polygon count within that 3D environment. Purists who play VR on the PC are going to say, no, that sucks. Oh, that's awful. You suck. But you know what? Some people can't afford all the fancy stuff. So I really like the PlayStation VR, and I really do hope that they add a VR mode to the PlayStation experience for Resident Evil 8 or Village, whatever you want to call it. And if you like this video, please click that thumbs up. If you dislike it, click that thumbs down. It's okay. I just want to get an idea of how I'm doing. And if you're new here, consider clicking subscribe, which I bet most of you are new here. I haven't really uploaded anything in the last year, so I want to start making more videos, and I just got to push myself harder and harder to continue to do it. It really scares me to get on front of the camera and talk, so if you could comment down below anything Resident Evil related, let me know what you're thinking about this game, the demo, if you think it will support PSVR, if you would even want to play it in VR, or if it's too scary to play in VR. So just anything that you want to talk about, comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear it from y'all. And until I see you in the next video, you guys have a great day.